Today we're going to discuss the four forces of flight on an airplane during stable flight. Our four forces of flight, first let's start with lift. Lift is what we get when we apply air over an airfoil. So we have here our airfoil or a wing, and we apply air over it. Bernoulli's principle is what generates lift, and it is best described as any medium being pushed through something. As it speeds up, it decreases its pressure. So because we have faster air coming over the top of our wing, its pressure goes down. Underneath our wing, we have slower air. When it's slower, it has an increase of pressure, which generates for us lift. That is how we obtain lift with the explanation from Bernoulli's principle. On our second hand, we have weight. Weight is total weight of the pilot, the crew members, baggage, and let that equal G, because everything we do in this world is being acted upon by gravity. Our thrust, our third one, is our forward motion. So the propeller of an airplane produces drag, which is our fourth force. When we talk about drag, we have two kinds of drag. We have induced drag, which is a byproduct of lift, which creates wingtip vortices on the back of our aircraft and other kind of swirling vortices. So when we have an airfoil, all that air flowing over the top, and that air flowing up underneath it, when that meets the tip of our wingtip vortices, it creates a spiral, and that is drag. And it's induced drag, and we cannot control the induced drag that we give our airplane. It's naturally an inherited drag. Now we have parasitic drag as well. Things like our antenna on the empennage, our landing gear underneath, those create drag because they're not producing any other force other than weighing back the airplane. They have to cut through the air as well, and the only way to do that is with the thrust. We allow it, but because of that, it leaves wake turbulences behind it, which is drag. Now, naturally, when we increase our thrust, what are we doing? We're applying more air over the airfoil, over the wings, which, as we discussed with Bernoulli's principle, faster air over the wings decreases the pressure over the top of them, creating for us more lift. And in retrospect, and vice versa process, that allows us to ascend, but when we decrease our power and slow down, that creates more induced drag, more parasitic drag as well, and it allows gravity to act upon us in a harder fashion. It decreases our lift, and we start a descent. So here's our slipskid indicator. At any time we're flying uncoordinated, this ball has a tendency to move in any direction, right? For example, on a takeoff, when you're at full power or you're climbing, this ball has a tendency to move to the right. Why does this ball move to the right? Because of our P factor, our left turning tendencies. Our left turning tendencies need to give us our left turning tendencies. So our left turning tendencies that want the airplane to yaw left when we apply right rudder, because our slipskid indicator is indicating that we are flying uncoordinated. We apply right rudder, this ball moves back to the center, showing that we are flying coordinated, thus decreasing our drag on the airplane and allowing the plane to fly coordinated through the flight. When our lift is greater than or equal to our weight or our gravity, because we said let weight equal G for gravity, we get flight.